Right, everyone, we're on Rennsport today. Brand new. Well, I think it's in like the early access thing for people who pre-ordered. They gave me a preview code, so I thought we just stream it and see what happens. Obviously, lots of games coming out this month. Project Motor Racing, AC Rally. Right. Quick session, championships, quick play, multiplayer. Is anything going on multiplayer? Don't know. Quick play. M2, any model. Fixed. Ends in 9 minutes. Why don't we try this? Welcome everyone, let me make this bigger. Morning from Boston. Welcome Dave, welcome Nate Dowg. Let me know if the stream is okay. I haven't streamed on this setup for a long time, but ends in 9:48. Practice qualifying race. Kind of want to drive GT3s first because that's what I know the best. I don't know whether the online stuff is going to be working already. Screw it. Let's go into this. Oh, okay. They gave me a login as well, so I'm Judy today. What wheel am I using? I'm using the Lamborghini Moser Ascensa wheel, which is like insane. No magnetic shifters, but it's insane. Welcome Chameleon. Welcome McGurkin. Welcome Spaceman. Okay. Yep, you have to let me know how the sound is on this. Probably a bit too loud. I want to keep it quiet because I've got the baby, so... let me just try and lower that audio a little bit. Okay. Let me know how that sounded, everyone. Audio sounds a bit low and scratchy. Hang on. Time to play the game of where is my mouse? Here is my mouse. Okay. Let me know how's that on the... hang on. On the audio. I like having the microphone really close like that. Anyway, let me drive a little bit and you can let me know. Thanks, McGurkin. I've already been put on track here, so... okay, it's qualifying starting. So we're going to be driving a BMW M2. Well, I should go bonnet. That's what I know best. Also, let's see if the force feedback is going to work and everything. What's better, Fanatec 8Nm or Logitech RS50? They're both pretty good, but I'd probably go RS50, which is crazy, considering the price difference. I'm not used to driving a little car like this. So for me, the question about Rennsport is, and I haven't really been keeping too much on top of it. They did invite me out to the Rennsport Creator Cup in the Expo, which I found very challenging but quite rewarding. Where do we brake here? But for me, the question is this going to be like Gran Turismo Sport on PC? That's what I'm interested in, ironically. Even though probably the big news is about it coming to console and everything. I'm looking for that Gran Turismo-esque racing experience on PC. So better graphics, better performance, and able to use better hardware. That's what I'm interested in. Welcome, Stig. ABS 1 out of 1, TC 2 out of 2. Oops. That thing just fall over by itself. Anyone see on the left-hand side that braking marker just fell over in the wind? Oh, don't get a track limit. Performance is a bit rough here. Damn it, I cancelled lap. Would VR headset work in this game? When I used VR previously on Rennsport, early on, it wasn't great. So I'll have to revisit it. I do have all the settings running on Epic, by the way. So again, we can change that. The last part of the RS50 showing up in a few hours. Very nice. Alex says, hi, already played this morning. This game terrible. Let me know your thoughts. What have you experienced? Or are we going to get another lap in? That's the question. So I'm playing people on PlayStation, which is quite interesting. So I'm going to be doing crossplay. Oh, so it's giving me a checkered flag. Oh, because you get one lap. Okay. Okay. So, again, I'm looking for GT Sport on PC. I quite like that. For me, that's an improvement over GT Sport because I don't like in Gran Turismo Sport or Gran Turismo 7 how you... What day? It's Monday today. So I could be like one of these sweaty racers, right? I could be a sweaty racer that just qualifies on Gran Turismo and gets a really good lap time. But that doesn't matter here because it's a one-shot quali, so I like that. There's a big spectrum of races here. Yeah, so what happened with that breakboard? Looking forward to TCR racing. By the way, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream on Saturday and Sunday for Jimmy Broadbent's 23 hours. We're driving in the Cadillac and it's impossible to drive. Like, it's so bad. I don't know why we chose the Cadillac. I mean, I'm very glad to be in the race, full stop. Okay, here we go. First race then. So I've tried to set the FPS at 60. So you can see the delta's 11, so that means I'm probably running like 50 FPS, so maybe we need to get off. Whoa, that's such a better start than me. Ref, come on. Come on. I did a video once comparing all the different radars in different sims. Fortunately, no one watched it. Oh, he's absolutely sent it. So it's quite strict, it seems, on 2-4. So am I getting penalties? Anyone know if I'm getting penalties? Oh, instant points. Oh, there we go. So it seems to be like an iRacing thing where... Is this a dude who's shot off the line? Cut him back. That's what I'm talking about. Eat dust, mate. Just absolutely sent him. Maybe I'm going to be the best Rennsport player in the world. Maybe this is just going to be like... Does anyone think that one day a sim's going to come out and it's going to be just... Oh, those physics really work for me. Yeah, so it looks like any contact equals penalty. I think I'd rather they start with that position than being too lenient. When I was doing the Creator Cup in Germany, it feels like it was a different build because there was lots of contact. And also I kept cutting Eau Rouge tactically because I had 15 instant points. So I was like, oh, I'll use them tactically and cut Eau Rouge. Don't let the other creators know that. Obviously, it was all genuine mistakes. In the market for a DD bundle, I need to move the screen. I might just get a text-to-speech, you know? It's never a good sign if you're having to use reverse. Sexy to see someone sail through. No, we're all good. Everyone's struggling. Everyone's struggling. CSL DDQR2. Yeah, I have a video on the best mid-range wheelbases. So definitely have a look at that, because I look at all of the prices. I know Australia can be a bit different, but I look at like the 8 Newton meter with QR2, the 8 Newton meter with QR1, 5 Newton meter with QR2, and I look at all the prices. And in Fanatec there are some bargains, but there's also some terrible ones as well. I don't know why my wheelbase keeps rattling. He's only 2 seconds behind now. No, you didn't make me spin. I spun myself. What Moser base have I got in here? I've got the R16 on here, but I've also been testing the R21, sorry, the R25 Ultra, which is just better. But we're getting into the era of diminishing returns. The main thing about this setup is I have 2 active pedals, which is just insane. It's just world class. Doesn't even do it justice. It's basically like being in the future. Unbelievable. No complaints about these pedals whatsoever. Yeah, so the mirror, when I put the graphical settings, I lowered the viewing distance on it. So I think that's why it's disappearing. So we can change that and see what happens. I think after this race, I'll go in the settings and try and get a stable 60 to start with, at the highest graphical settings. You have to remember, this isn't immediately obvious, but I am streaming as well, and I'm also recording this footage, in case I want to make a video afterwards. So there's more headroom being used by my PC. Don't think YouTubers often talk about that. We don't often talk about that when we talk about performance. I actually want to win this race. Right, so I can't afford to get track limits here, right? Manual setups. Yeah, I've got the sequential here, but I never really use it. I wanted to try the BDH active shifter. So two things at the Sim Racing Expo I didn't get to try. One was the Graviton, I think it's called, force feedback with your neck. But to be honest, like, I'm the sort of dude where if they'd said to me at the expo, oh, do you want to come on now and try it quickly? I'm the sort of dude, I'm like, I haven't done my diligence on this thing. It looks kind of a bit dangerous. I'm sure you'll tell me it isn't, but I'd rather just read up about it and do some checks before committing at an expo just to try it. That's like got a newspaper article written all over it. 7 instant points. This could be an interesting finish. But the other one I didn't get to try was the BDH active shifter, because I think at expos people always try and basically shift as hard as they can on these shifters, and so they always end up breaking. So when it was my time slot, it was broken. They were fixing it. But I'll probably try and go up to see them. They're up north in my country, so it'd be a good opportunity to get in the Peugeot, drive up. Right, so we're 1.3 ahead. He's in the fog behind. Yeah, I mean, we say about my level, like, I still got to pay for everything. Like, this PC is very expensive. I don't really work with PC brands. It's something that I'll try and get. Let me just try and do this. No way. No way. Fair play, Andre. Fair play, bro. He's absolutely mugged me there. Made me look silly. It's something I'll probably try and work with more brands. And try and, because I should have a separate streaming PC, but you know, because I don't really run this channel like a business. Like, Okay. Alright. I wasn't really a fan of that force feedback. But I wonder if it's because there's limited downforce on that M2. Trying to compare it to AC Evo, where I've been driving the M2, feels more planted. But for me, again, I'm probably not that interested in driving that car. I want to drive GT3s. I won't actually mind if this is the best GT3 at Spa Simulator, or if it's a good GT3 at Spa Simulator, because I actually am the type of person that wants a GT3 at Spa Simulator. Damn it. So we're still hunting for that first dub. How did he beat me on traction at the end there, by the way? Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to see Kaz next. Okay, let's just change a couple of settings. So this is what I'm running. Oh, I thought I was running a frame rate limit. Let's run the frame rate limit at 60 because I'm streaming at 60. So let's put all these on high then. Might to restart the game, but that's not a problem. Why does volumetric clouds affect shadows? It's funny, I thought I changed all of these, to be honest. I don't mind having lower resolution on the mirrors as long as I can see. Okay. Right. That was quite fun. I might do another one of those, actually, see if I can improve. Nice one, Big Oak, and we'll see you later. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that force feedback. It felt quite skatey. But again, I want to try the GT3s. I want to try stuff with a big wang on the back. Damien, I'm dying over here with driving roof cam. We're not in GT7. Like I said, from my perspective, I want Gran Turismo on PC. So other people want different stuff for sure, but at the moment, that's what I'm exploring. I'm seeing, is this kind of like a daily race simulator on PC? Upstomp loves the HUD. Seems like it worked well with my 50-year-old eyes. I don't know if it's the HUD necessarily, or the fact that I was really close to the dash, wasn't I? No, I'm in boot view. Okay. Before I was testing graphics, I was in the dash. It's like the dash is right here. So you actually don't even need a HUD. Maybe we'll cycle through cameras. Spaceman, do you think that was weird? There was nothing about Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. I doubt they'll delay it. I just feel like they run quite a tight ship there. We'll see. Stop pissing Max off. Yeah, what a run yesterday from Max. If he hadn't bottled qualifying as much, I think he would have won that race. I don't think Lando's pace at the end was that good. In fact, I don't think Lando's pace after the first stint was good. But he won the race. So... yeah, maybe it feels similar to A, but again, ACC I wouldn't drive. I think, isn't the M2 in ACC as well? But I wouldn't drive it. It's going to be me against this dude. Waiting for contest to start. Yeah, does anyone know how that guy actually beat me? Okay, now weirdly I have an even bigger frame delta. So this is what I mean about the dash, like it's massive in that view. Maybe it's because I changed the anti-aliasing. He was quicker than me. Nice. Can you drag race 9117 Can-Am Carnio RCZ? I'll drag race anything in my RCZ. My RCZ is actually pretty decent at dragging. Whatever I've done with the graphics here has not worked, by the way. Like, this is just worse. The practice is going to end. Not sure I'm going to have enough time to... I think maybe it's the anti-aliasing I changed. Oh, why is that on low? Hang on. One second. Why is that on low? I want it high. I don't know, by the way, when it says frame delta, I don't know if that's I assume that was delta to my what I'd set, but then it hadn't saved me setting 60, so I don't know if the delta is that's how long. Is it 16 milliseconds, that's how long it's taking or something? Yeah, the grass. Yeah, you know what, I might try and get an RCZR one day. Like, how much is an RCZR now? How much is a like 2014 RCZR in the UK? Because that's got 276 brake horsepower. And it's got all like the uprated suspension, doesn't it? Do you have any suggestions on PC how to make racing games look more lifelike? Each game often has their own colour palette. Like ACC has a very distinctive colour palette. I think Rennsport has quite a distinctive colour palette. Oh dear. Well, there goes my lap. Hang on. There's no point me doing the lap anyway. So I was on this. Should I use DLSS then? I don't like DLSS normally. Let's do quality and add a bit of sharpness. Okay, that looks incredible, to be honest. Get off the grass because it's rattling my rig. Why does my rig rattle like this? I mean, the quality of this is incredible. And I'm not a DLSS dude normally. Don't like it. We'll see what it's like at speed. Then if it's going to come across in the stream, because I'm only uploading at 10 megabytes a second, which is not a lot. Although weirdly I'm trying to do 4K. Why am I doing 4K at 10 megabytes a second? I don't know. But anyway, I can see the fencing. I can see fencing through fencing, which is quite nice. Sorry for Mr. Reynolds. You have to wait a little bit. My force feedback is, I think, 50% of R16. I've just hard limited it. And 100% here, which is not really the right way to do it, but I chop and change between a lot of different games to review them. And I don't want to break my wrists. Is the virtual mirror noisy? Oh yeah, the virtual mirror looks absolutely atrocious with these settings. But this is the thing, like, we just lowered the settings on it, but that looks like Jeff Crammon's GP1. I made it borderline unusable. That's the thing, if you wanted to be like a malicious YouTuber, you could make a video like, oh, the graphics in this game are rubbish, look at the mirror, and that you could put that as your thumbnail. But we know we just lowered the settings. No, this doesn't have PSVR support. I don't think any racing game, apart from GT7, is going to go on PSVR 2. I just don't think so. Yeah, the sparkling fences, the fences right now, in whatever setting this is, looks incredible. Like, this is arguably... Come on, Tom, let's roll. This is arguably up there with AC Evo. I think this and AC Evo, in terms of the best looking racing game. But it's not smooth, that's the thing. So I was thinking, do I put Gran Turismo 7 in there? Gran Turismo 7 arguably doesn't have the quite, like, true 4K fidelity. I'm running this at 4K of this, but it's absolutely butter smooth at 60. You can even run it at 120, it looks decent. Does this have anything that sets it apart from other titles? I think these days, I mean, I'm at Monza in an M2. Monza's not in Evo yet, is it? I need to do a video on, like, hang on, we've got all these sims now. What actually sets them apart? So yeah, I think, did I put it back on? This isn't even Epic, right? Maybe it didn't save Epic. Maybe I need to reload the game after this race. But, like, surely this has to be Epic settings because the graphics are incredible. It's just the frame rate struggling. And I don't fully understand why I don't have a frame rate meter. Unless I'm missing it. Can anyone see a frame rate meter? What's interesting is that at the top I have very prominently my internet connection stability. So it seems like they're really prioritizing, or it shows where their focus is on, like, online competition. Try not to spin the car here, as I've done previously. Where is Mr. Reynolds? Mr. Reynolds is 4 seconds behind. This is on PC. Morning Racer. Sorry if I'm missing your comments because I've got to look over here. Yeah, there is a question where there are a lot of sims and a lot of, especially a lot of hardware. But we do want competition. Fastest lap, 2 minute 13, blistering pace. Welcome, Vlatka, good to see you. For me, I think this HUD is better than the Project Motor Racing HUD. The Project Motor Racing HUD was a little bit unusual with everything packed off to the right hand side. Now, I'm guessing both of these HUDs, this and Project Motor Racing, are going to be customizable. I also haven't clicked up the MFD stuff. My Lamborghini wheel doesn't have funky switches, so I'll have to do some mad stuff to get it working. Just obliterating Reynolds here. Just destroying him, frankly. It's embarrassing. Mr. Reynolds, come on. I find it interesting how there's a Rennsport logo above force feedback. I feel like I'm going to be cynical here. I feel like that's been set up as prime advertising space for other brands to advertise there, because it's quite weird to, like, have the name of your game in the game like that, taking up real estate. Yeah, the embargo was today. I forgot. I didn't know. It's at 10 AM. So I just thought I'll stream it. I kind of want to play the game in the quality of the rear view mirror. I feel like that would be so retro. Okay, let me know in the chat as we hopefully win this race. What changes should I make to the settings? So I need a bit more I need a few more frames here. It's just a little. It's not quite smooth for me. How was he 22 seconds behind, and now he's 3 point... Oh, he's in the pits. Has he parked it? Is that enough? Can you mod your RCZs? I certainly will be modding the RCZ. I want to put a massive turbo on it. Okay, if I put a big turbo on my RCZ, will that put too much stress on the engine? That might be a really obvious question. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't look too much into the mirror because I massively lowered the settings on it for performance. But anyway, we'll try and we'll mess with the settings after this. Playing a full lobby? Well, my friend, I clicked quick race and this is what we've got. So, what do you want me to do? Just magic up people? Do you want me to forcibly go around the neighbourhood and tell people they have to join this daily race on Rennsport today? What do you want me to do, bro? Yeah, I want to drive some GT3s. Yeah, I do want to do the Pikes Peak RCZ wing on it. You change head gasket, you have to lower the compression. So is it just one thing leads to another, basically? Is it a can of worms? Look at that, only the one... What did they get 1 incident point for anyway? I'm in the wrong part. Okay, so maybe it is my fault. What did I get 1 instant point for? First win. First dub. Okay, let's try and get these graphics. Look at this. This isn't my account, by the way, so I don't know what I'm so precious about. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the graphical settings. Okay. So, quality. So that's all high, high, high. Foliage. That can imagine that taking up a lot of stuff. The DLSS. Oh. Update needed. It does not giving me a chance to not do anything. I've never had this before in a game. It seems the only choice is to play. I'm not going to engine swap the RCZ. I'd love to put an engine in the back of the RCZ though. But obviously that's not going to work. Right. Let me go to Steam and see what's up. Right, play. It's already downloaded it. A bit weird. That wasn't quite 60 because it felt juddery to me. And we're back. Okay. Ooh. Whoosh. Well, hold up. Hold up, brother. Oh, thanks, Eddie. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. Would not change it for the world. Would not change it. Well, I don't know what's happening here, to be honest. Please leave some claps in the chat for Eddie, by the way, for the donation. Very much appreciated, my friend. Gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Thank you so much, Eddie. What do I think about the even feature? I don't know. This was my big criticism of the game previously, was I just didn't understand or get these evens. But I understand they've changed it now to be like a regular price game. Okay, so what's going on now? Steam, press, manage, properties, betas. So I'm in a beta build. I'm in a press build. Someone's spamming in my Discord. Ban them. Banned. Suspicious or spam account. Delete message history for 7 days. Banned. I don't mess around. I don't mess around in my Discord. Okay. There is a Discord. Right. I think I'm going to try it one more time. Right. Play. Play the game. For me, the reason why I'm interested in this game and playing it now is this going to be a daily race experience on PC that for me is just a little bit less serious than iRacing. I don't know what to do, chat. I don't know. Anyone have any ideas? Anyone have any ideas what to do? I don't know what to do. I'm not clever enough. Let me send a screenshot to the dude. You sent me the review code? How's everyone doing anyway? Yeah, this is on PC. I just messaged the dude who sent me the review code. He's also sent me a PS5 code I've seen as I've messaged him. So I may try it on PS5. I don't know if I do it today, but this week. It's not about less serious because I'm always going to pay for iRacing, and I just renewed my subscription. I mean less serious than like, so I was doing iRacing last night. I did 2 hours of iRacing last night in the Cadillac CTV, and at Zolder, the car is basically impossible to drive. You cannot take the chicane at Zolder in this car. So I was with my mates, and we were just messing around with setups, changing the spring ratios, trying to do things to change the ride height and get it to pass inspection, and then going out, doing a couple of laps to warm up the tyres, then trying to hit the chicane, see whether we can actually take it or not. No, go back, change. You know, that's what I mean by serious. iRacing is like super serious on that. That's great. And Jimmy's 23-hour event is going to be great. But I also love the simplicity of Gran Turismo, jumping on and doing a daily race. However, you know, we'll see what happens with Spec 3, but a lot of us feel like Gran Turismo has gone quite stale. So if I can jump on daily races on something like Rennsport or Project Motor Racing, but let's say Rennsport here, for example, and I can run at, you know, and I can stream them and it's going to be fun, I'm going to have close racing, then that's of interest to me. But then on Gran Turismo, I've never had an issue like this update and restart required, to be honest. That's what you get with PC gaming. So I don't know. Please exit the game. Maybe he's getting confused because I'm on the press one. Am I stoned? No, I don't think so. Not as far as I'm aware. Manny G7 ACC in PS5 lacking lately. It's good to have, yeah, that's the thing. To like, especially, I have no real desire to play ACC anymore. Don't know if anyone feels differently, but like, for me, ACC, I've got no desire to play it. So if they did an ACC 2 that had like fresh graphics and stuff like that, I mean, ACC has a great roster of cars and tracks, to be fair. ACC 2 could be a killer game because you basically have all the tracks already. Steam has published an update for Steam. Why do you not consider iRacing daily sessions? Because again, it's just a bit more serious. Like, already in this race, I've had 2 decent races from my perspective. In iRacing, and maybe I'm just a victim of what I choose to do, but if I do like Formula 4s and iRacing, if anyone does Formula 4s and iRacing, F4s at Monza, the survival rate is very low. But if you get through the first couple of laps, the racing is incredible. Like the high of it is just like unbelievable, especially in VR. Like doing like a 25-minute F4 race in Monza in VR, when it goes well, it's just unbelievable. It's like to me, it feels like doing the real thing. But the risk of stuff going wrong is very high. Oh man. But that's what I mean. So when I go on, if it's and this is the thing, I think I'm in this little window, right? Because it's Monday. I've got my baby here, so I have some time to actually play racing games, which is very unusual for me. This is great. I have a PS5. I could go on and do the daily races this week. Now, if I do the daily races this week, there's a lot of very specific things here, but I'll just talk about it. If I do the daily race this week in Gran Turismo, I've got my A+ ranking. That I don't really want to jeopardize, so therefore I'm going to have to spend a lot of time in qualifying, and then I enter this like attritional war of qualifying where I qualify because I don't want to race unless I'm going to be starting in like the top 5, 6 at most. So I have to get that good quali time, which involves a little bit of luck. Race as my quali time starts dropping down in the grid. I've got to go back and do more quali, so I end up doing a lot of qualifying. And I've spoken about this in videos. Like I feel like that's actually great to learn tracks, and I've learned the nuances in tracks in Gran Turismo for a long time. For example, if it happens, I don't know what the tracks are this week, but if it happens to be Group 4 at Red Bull Ring, I know all about the first corner, hitting that curb on the inside, riding the sausage curb on the outside, not getting track limits, and then at turn 3, I know at the top of the hill, I know how to. I've got to get on the power so early in the Group 4 car in at least second gear and kind of control any minimal oversteer, but I've just got to hit that power so early. And then I know for turn 4, as I go downhill, I've got to kind of like brake late, but just kind of tease the car into that grass. It's got to tease it. So I know all this muscle memory because I've done so many qualifying laps there. But ultimately, all that just detracts from the racing. I just want to have good racing. So maybe an exciting thing about a new game like Project Motor Racing or like Rennsport is just the fact it is a new game. I don't care about my ranking yet, but maybe inevitably I'll get there where I'm like, oh, I care about my ranking, so I'm not going to risk it that much. You just got 3 ads in a row. Honestly, I need to do a YouTube post about this because when I make YouTube videos, I don't, unless I'm doing an ad for a company, which is always a relevant ad for you. So like, if I'm doing an ad for GT Omega, it's relevant because you're sim racing, so you're gonna, be interested in knowing what latest rigs are, etc. But I don't put random ads in there for like whatever ads you're getting. And I think I've said this before to big YouTubers. I've said I actually just want to remove all ads from my channel. Again, probably not a good business decision, but I feel like in an ideal world, if I removed all ads from my channel, I'd have more watch time on the videos because people get less annoyed by the ads, and therefore the videos get more views, and therefore the videos might be more valuable for relevant brands to advertise, and I can do it in a way that's actually like non-intrusive. So halfway through or something, and it's a relevant thing for you. But everyone's like, "You're just an idiot. What are you talking about? Why are you going to leave that sweet AdSense money?" The AdSense money is not a lot of money either. If you're getting, think about it. If you're getting paid £2, £3, £4 per 1,000 views, so if you do a YouTube video in sim racing, that gets 20,000 views, which is a big video in sim racing. 20,000 views. If you're getting £3 per 1,000 views, that's £60, which sounds like a lot. But let's say you've had a thumbnail made for however much you're paying for a thumbnail, and let's say you get to the point where it's been edited by someone else, and therefore you're paying your editor. You're losing quite a lot of money on the video. Like the AdSense is just trying to recoup a bit. If you think how much it probably costs to have editors these days. Right, I don't know what to do here. I'm just kind of rambling. Yeah, I'm on the PC version, but as you can see, exit the game and update later version. Right, I'm going to do something in Steam. I'm going to do a properties, manage. There's something where you can inspect the game, right? Inspect the build or something. Installed files. View integrity. Alright, I'm viewing integrity. Yeah, I think the build is not working right now. This press one. So, what I'm going to do is leave it there. Okay, it's verifying integrity. Let me verify. Yeah, I'm verifying the integrity of the files. It's 45%. Need to close and restart Steam. Okay, we can try that. We can try that. I've got a call at 3 o'clock. Yeah, AC Rally coming out this week, isn't it? Project Motor Racing. Project Motor Racing, I've officially asked them for an updated build. Because I want to make content in Project Motor Racing, and I had a long time with the game at the expo, so I had a long time with the build, and I feel like I understand the handling. But I would prefer to have an updated build if there's a difference, but I don't know if there's a difference or not, because I haven't played an updated build. Maybe the updated build is the same build. I don't know. Main branch of the game. Yeah, I'm on a press build. So, is there early access today on PC, by the way? Because maybe I can just go on the main build. Maybe I can just go on the main build. 95%, 96%. Okay, all 511 files are successfully validated. Let's go into it again. Walk and Demos. I mean, I was playing Rennsport previously on the Epic Games Store. Then I was playing it on Steam. So, okay, I've hit start, but it hasn't started yet. Oh, here we go. Let's see what happens. Nope. Nuh-uh. No good. You know what? Rather than me trying to troubleshoot this live, last Steam patch notes. Do I? I regret not driving a GT3. I wanted to drive a GT3. Maybe if I go off the press one. You know what? I'm going to go off press. I'm going to go off press. Installed files. Betas. None. Okay, so now it's queuing an update. How much is it going to download? 1% complete. 2% complete. All right, okay. All right. I think it's a very fair question, Thresholds. There's no USP. The question. So here's an interesting question. If a new sim comes out and it's the second best place to drive GT3s at Spa, is there still a place for it? It's a really interesting question about a market. It's like, if you imagine, let's talk about cars, because we all know cars, right? Let's say we know cars. I don't really know new cars. But let's say like at the 30,000, okay, let me just completely rephrase this. Probably on sale right now, in terms of new cars, one hatchback is like the best car, I presume, right? Like there's a hatchback from some brand that for the price is like in that price range is the best hatchback. The objective test, there would actually be one. Is there a space for the second and third best hatchbacks? Or maybe smartphones is a better one, like, you know, or is there enough subjectivity in it that, like, you have all these different products and actually there is no best one because everyone's different? The beta version you're on has been updated for some streamers that are live right now. I've just gone on to main. I'm just going on to main build. I'm just going main. This sim needs Max Verstappen. Hopefully going to be racing Max Verstappen next week on iRacing this weekend. So people who pre-ordered it, if it's 72 hours unlock, surely I can just do that. Why would I not just do that? Because I feel like, to be honest, I feel like the press build was for people over the weekend to make videos to come out today. Now, my weekend was a bit crazy. OMJ, can someone please help me? I'm playing on Xbox and everything works except the steering input. Are you doing Rennsport? So your pedals are working. Highness, that's when it comes down to price. That's how Hyundai sells cars here in the States, being a cheap Japanese alternative. Okay, that's another dimension. So that's a really interesting dimension. Let's put Project Motor Racing and Rennsport in the same boat. And let's say for argument's sake that iRacing is just the most complete sim racing experience, the biggest races, etc. But it's the most expensive. Is there a place for Project Motor Racing and Rennsport, even if they're, let's say, not as good, but are cheaper? But Threshold says most sim racers will pay the price if quality is assured. I don't think so, because I think a lot of people don't like paying for iRacing. Let me know if we're dropping frames, by the way. Feels like we've been dropping some sweet frames. Okay, so I'm 40. Oh, it's probably because I'm downloading so much. Yeah, I'm downloading. I'm 43% downloaded, so we might be dropping some frames. Everything is working, but when I turn the steering wheel, it's not turning the wheels. Have you done the calibration thing in game? Hopefully we can go in again and I'll be able to show you. Um, %50 done. Is that a yes? We are dropping frames. Hopefully it's still watchable. Let me know. Halfway done to download. Fingers crossed. I just now get in the main build. I'm not sure that a subscription model is rubbish. I mean, I pay a subscription for, people pay for Netflix. I don't, but people have a Netflix subscription. People have an Amazon subscription. People have a Spotify subscription. I think the thing that grates people on iRacing, and if iRacing can get over this, then it's huge, is the fact that you need to pay on top of having the subscription. If iRacing came out and said, look, we're going to up the subscription rates a little bit, but now every single content is included, how would you feel about that? Rennsport. I'm downloading at 380 megabits a second. That basically, I'm downloading at pace. Downloading at pace. Rennsport. I like my thumbnail. My thumbnail is so big. The text is like, yeah, big text. Because frankly, who has the time to look at little tiny text in the thumbnail? Who's got that time? Certainly me. So basically, all the proper YouTubers released their reviews 5 hours ago. Oh, did you get an ad? I certainly didn't press it. I can assure you I didn't press it. Do you think it's like an automatic thing where it detects that the frames are dropped and it just like puts an ad in there? Because I can promise you I didn't press any button to select an ad. I'm just looking on YouTube at who's 5 hours ago. Everyone's done it. Everyone's on it. Apart from me. Looks like Traction were live, but they binned it off. Couldn't handle the update. Rennsport, Overtake, who are owned by Porsche and have a Porsche in their thumbnail, have said this could be a true sim. Eric Ship 111. I don't know Eric Ship 111, but I like his thumbnail. Who else? Xander Racing. Don't know Xander Racing, but I like that thumbnail. That's nice. McRalph. I like that thumbnail as well. Quite like that one from McRalph. In fact, McRalph did two. Oh no, McRalph did one, and then he did a "Ist das gut genug?" which I guess is German. Okay, we are downloaded. So hopefully we're not going to drop any more frames. None of those pesky dropping frames nonsense. And I'm going to play the game. Playing the game. It's literally time to play the game. Terry, thoughts on the game so far? I haven't really had enough time yet. I was impressed by the graphics. Okay. Let me see if this is going to work, everyone. Your boy is in. Your boy is back. That's really weird on adverts because I have a button that says insert ads that I'm not pressing. And also YouTube keep calling me and saying, hey, why don't you run ads in live stream? So there's literally no point. If I have 143 people watching, I'd much rather we're like having a good time rather than having ads. And I feel like some people will leave. They're like, oh, people never leave during ads. I'm like, oh, I probably would. And I also, look, to be honest, even if I was thinking purely about revenue, I'm more likely if we're all having a good time, some people might donate rather than. Okay, so there's 143 people watching. Let's, for argument's sake, let's bump it up and say it's 200. In fact, let's, for argument's sake, bump it up and say it's 1,000. Let's say I've got 1,000 people watching like I do in the F1 streams. If I run an ad, if I'm going to get paid £3 per 1,000 views, and let's say everyone gets an ad, is it worth me pressing a button to annoy 1,000 people for £3? I don't think so. I'm sure they'll do like insidious stuff in the future where it's like, we're going to play an ad unless someone donates or something. And they'll be like, keep the streak going, like mobile games. It's going to be horrendous. Okay, apparently I wasn't in the right area. Let's have a look. Custom contests. No contest found. Back. Official contests. Oh, look at this. 33 people. Yeah, 64 people. Bro was right. What time is it? 2:10. I've missed a load of these. Hockenheim ring. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now we're talking, everyone. Remember, I've got a phone call at 3 o'clock, so I can't go over that. How long is this race? 10-minute. Yes. Select car. I'll go in the M4. Thank you very much. Let's change the livery. I can't change the livery. In the M4, session info. Okay. I don't really like GT4s, but I'll do it here. Steve is premium as well. Welcome, Steve. Yeah, also remember, I would hope that YouTube would do like, if you're a member of a channel, you don't get ads on that channel. So on premium, they say they forward the ad revenue to you. But like I explained, if you're in a niche like sim racing, ad revenue is not meaningful. This is why YouTubers push affiliate links so hard. And also YouTubers say like, oh, if you use my affiliate link, I'll get a small commission. Nonsense. If someone's going to buy like a $2,000 sim racing setup and you're getting 10% of that, that's $200. That's not a small commission. Just be upfront and say like, guys, whenever you buy sim racing equipment, please use my link because it doesn't cost you anything, but it lets the brand know that you appreciate me and it can send quite a decent bit my way. I'm sure there's, anyway, you see a lot of YouTubers buying nice cars and stuff, and I think I don't know why it's a secret, but it's affiliate links really. Okay. Come on, Judy. Ah, so it split us into why was I so understeery there? Why does my car feel so understeery? Ah, now I can see that lovely DLSS smear. My wheel rotation is not correct. Can you see? My wheel rotation ain't working. Look. No! And I had to mess around with this. Why do I have to do that, chat? Why do I have to do that? It makes no sense to me. Also, now I can't turn any more than that. Is that going to be a problem at hairpins? I'm only getting 85% throttle. There is a calibration, right? Oh, God's sake. This ain't going to work. Hang on. So this is my wheel. But if I do it to what it is, it doesn't work. Left. Right. Middle. Next. Left. Upshift. Downshift. Oh my god. Ultra Salty, what did you do to fix it? What did you do to fix it? I'm gonna have to scrap the qualifying here. It's not ideal. Ah, I did change the scale. Okay, that explains it. It was 2.0 and I thought that's weird. I'll change it to 1.0. So is that how I've messed it up? Is that how I messed it up then? Scale here. See, it was 2.0. I thought, why is it 2? Okay. Okay, we're good. It's added the motion blur as well, which I did request, to be fair. This looks smoother to me, though. What does the offset do? Why do I need offset? It's very cinematic with this motion blur. What's my early opinion? Let's just reserve judgment until this daily race, and then I've got a call at 3 o'clock. And what I might do is I might stream later on PS5. Has anyone been playing on PS5? In fact, I'll be on PS5 Pro. So nice one, Eddie. Okay, we'll have a... Thanks for the tip as well on, can't remember the username, but on the, I think maybe Salty Dan on the offset. That's why it's great to stream these things. Going to be a lot more streaming coming up, actually. So make sure to subscribe. I think you've got to be subscribed if you want to chat anyway. Keep the bots out. Oh, we got loads of... I got loads. I got loads of qualifying laps. P1, lads! P1! P1! Yeah, kick that back end around. Have some of that. Chat, how are we position 1? Is it because everyone else on the controller or something? Yeah, absolutely slap the like button. What's the Delta saying? Is this a race or qualifying? What am I actually in? Is this actually the race? I've no idea. It's qualifying. It says qualifying. Okay, cool. Ah, oh, Mangio. Mangio's destroyed me. Where's my Delta? Deltas are not really that easy to read. Yeah, have a bit of that kick. That habanero. Predicted 149. Ah, we're dropping down the leaderboard here. Mangio's absolutely destroyed us. One second up. We need more than that, though. I feel like I'm going down gears too much. Third gear for these corners, maybe? Don't get track limits. Oh, 2 seconds up, man. 2 seconds up, bro. P2. Mangio, I'm coming for you, bro. Mangio, brother, watch out. They're recalibrating their wheels. Do we go down to first here? That's horrendous exit. Okay. P2. We're going to get Mangio. We're going to have to get Mangio. We have to get this dude. Tell you what, like I said, I'm viewing this game through the lens of, is it essentially GT Sport 2 on PC? That's it. That's it. I'm not even comparing this to iRacing. All right. 10-lap race or 10-minute race. I want to play the whole game in that visual quality of the rearview mirror. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Look at my ABS and TC is on so high. Oh, there's so much track limits there. Mangio's showing me the way. Damn it, that's got to be third. I tell you, I think Mangio's just, the Audi's just OP here. Everyone knows that the Audi's OP. That's what it is. Watch out, bro. Ref. Come on. Barely a touch. Oh, God. It's what you might call fast and loose with track limits. Oh, had a nice bit of rotation there. Should have kept it. Let's get this Oshman dude if we can. Come on. Ref, you got to give him a penalty for that. Ah, but... Chat, how can I catch this guy? How can I catch him? Oh, he's definitely got less TC than me. I don't have TC mapped. Is there a way I can change TC on the fly with my mouse? Or if I get the mouse and show MFD? Aw, come on. That's a great line. feel like I need a bit more TC off. Oh, don't go down there. So it's gaps all the way, isn't it? It's not intervals. So we're a second and a half behind him. Come on. Well, the dude's catching me behind. Guerrero. It's alright, I'll put my hands up for that one. Fair cop. Just can't quite match him for pace. Mix 100%, BB 50%, TC 7, ABS 11. 2 seconds off him. Fair cop, fair cop. Again, I was playing fast and loose with the track limits. The mirror is on the lowest settings, so I wouldn't try and meme the mirror too much, because you might look a bit silly when I turn the settings up to normal. Or I'd be more interested in like the general frame rate, which we're still not quite there, even with DLSS. So I need to tweak some settings there. I'm also interested that the grandstands are empty here. I'd quite like for the grandstands to be full. Track map I quite like. I don't like the delta. The delta is quite hard for me to see. I'd like the delta more in the middle. I don't know if I can move that element. Maybe I can. Feels like understeer is real now. This is the first sim to have full crossplay. I can't remember. Did Project Motor Racing have crossplay? Oh, sorry, Project Cars? Yeah, I've got some dude on a PlayStation trying to catch me. maybe last lap. Scale 110 for the realism is very much on the Gran Turismo side for me. So I'd explain that, for example, if you're having a moment, you can kind of counter steer it and not have to worry too much about the preciseness of your counter steer. It's like just the fact you're counter steering, it's like the game's like, ah, good. So I can see why this is like an esports focused sim. Welcome new subscribers. Honestly, I wouldn't buy this game or any racing game on the basis they're going to implement PSVR 2. I think Gran Turismo 7 have done wizardry on PSVR 2. That's just, I keep saying that. I stand by it. However, we'll have to see how it is on PS5 Pro generally. See if the graphics kind of match this. Because is it going to have better graphics than GT7 on PS5? I'm already pretty, even though this isn't actually my account, like, because I'm on this press account still, I have that competitive urge. I'm like, I really want to get this podium. And I'll do what it takes. I'll get some track limits if I need to. Checkered flag. P3, everyone. P3. Yeah, not sure why I was so off the pace compared to the R8. Who is this dude? Oh. Mangano. Why am I Judy Davis as well? Thanks, Vlatka. Yeah, nice little podium there. Nice little podium. How does it feel? In this car, this is a GT4. So again, we've done M2, now GT4. It feels like the rear is kind of like a bit slidey in a way that you need to kind of like get the rotation, and then you can worry about counter steer on power to just kind of keep it pointed straight. I've seen some footage in Rennsport on PS5. Looks like your PC. Okay. Yeah, technically PSVR 2 on PC. Okay. Right. So I've got a call at 3 o'clock. Bit of a shame actually, because I would have just carried on streaming. But let's have a look at the settings. So this is what we've got. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's an Alienware. Okay, cool. It actually thinks it's on the ultra wide, which is quite interesting, but it's not on the ultra wide. Frame rate limit I've done at 60. Quality. I like the motion blur, to be honest. Gives it a cinematic look. Foliage, don't need that foliage. I like the long view distance. I really like the long view distance, but let's put that at medium as well. I'm not doing frame generation. Okay, let's do frame gen as well. Lost my mouse. Ultra wide, no. Mirrors. Mirrors resolution. Let's put it onto medium. Even though for me, I'm just going to put it back onto low because I don't. That mirror was absolutely fine for me in terms of the information I needed. So, okay, let's restart it. Yeah, let's see if it beats GT7. What track is in the same? Monza? We'll have a look. Track list. Yeah, we'll have a look at the track list now. Time trial. So these are the tracks. Fuji, Jeddah. Don't know what that is. Monza, Spa. Don't know what that is. Goodwood, Hockenheim, Nürburgring. GP? 24 hours. Well. Cars. This might be I have everything in the press one, I don't know. Oh, let's go in the LMDH. Let's go in the hypercar. Alright, let's just see this. The RCZ is the best Peugeot ever made. Like, that's not even in debate. Like, it is the best Peugeot ever made. Maybe, what, 206 GTI? So I don't know how many tracks and cars that was, but you're able to see. Let's see what it's going to be like here. Did we lower the textures? I don't like it. Alright, let's see the performance. Oh, there's my FPS now. Has that been added? Oh, that's with frame generation. Oh, so I've got this... Oh, 24 hours, okay. "24 hours, bro." This view is suboptimal. I'm the world's shortest racing driver right now. Look away, FOV police. Look away, my friends. You're not going to like this. This is how it is. I'm not going to lie, chat. I quite like this. And like I said, when I was in Germany and they invited me to the Rennsport Creator Cup, at the beginning I just could not understand the handling at all. The same with Super GT. Like, we were just spinning corner after corner. But I'm starting to feel like maybe that was more to do with the rig setup and stuff. I think where this game is going to be interesting is I wonder if this game, and this is my suspicion when I was playing it last time at home, I wonder if it's really much more on the arcade spectrum of Simcade. If that makes sense. And therefore there's going to be lots of ways you can exploit the physics and everything. And there's going to be lots of like snobby sim racers who'll be like, oh, it's not real sim. But for me, I'm thinking about what's it going to be like to race in this thing. Always do that. A priceless LMDH. Do I have steering damage? I've got steering damage. Oh, the car's busted. Okay, what's the biggest crash I can have in this thing then? Mardenborough. Some damage, yo. How much time do I have? Am I saying it's on the arcade spectrum? I'm saying it's more on the arcade side because I haven't had to warm up my tyres at all. And I was doing 2 or 3 hours of iRacing last night. And it was so... we had to go in the setup and everything. This just feels like you just get on and you just drive it. And the benefits, I think, are going to be that you get on, you can get racing as quick as possible. We try and do a race here. The downsides are going to be that I'm sure it's going to be... it can't be both things. So I'm sure if it's a case that you can jump in and be racing out of turn 1, then the counter side is going to be that people are going to expose it not being super realistic. That's what I would suspect. One driver. Oh, for God's sake, how does this work? Okay, I'm just an idiot. Most things I am just really stupid. Well, tyre blankets, though. Oh, we're just going to have everything in here. Because that would be sick. Only 12 cars? Yeah. Yeah, just put everything in here. Why not? Why not? No, let's have GT3 and hypercar. But hang on, it's but there's hardly any hypercars in here. How can I change this? Edit grid. Allowed cars. How can I actually change these? Chat, how can I actually change these? Alright, well, let's just do hypercar then. Oh, that's balance of performance. Okay. So I don't know what cars I'm gonna have. I don't know what cars I'm gonna have. Okay, let's see. Welcome, Lionheart. Okay, I got 10 minutes. I have to jump off. Oh, for God's sake, it's just all GT3s, man. I wanted to have multi-class and C. It's not changed the cars allowed because that's the cars that can enter the race. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. No ABS in this hypercar. Oh, I'm doing GP. Okay. Yeah, the AI is braking very early, but again, I don't know the settings. Oh. Let's try again. But I would say for me, again, if this is a successor to GT Sport, I don't care too much about the AI. I'm not going to be racing it. I'm just going to be going online, 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 online. But let's have a look. Quick session, session settings, gameplay. Is there a difficulty setting? I guess, is it just BOP? Okay, let's see. Let's have a look. Is that the new Porsche G3 Evo? Maybe in the G3 cars. Let's have a look. If the AI is rough for them, the thing is, you can't release a game that's only got online. But ow. Brother! One more time. One more time. Can I? How do I restart this? Do I have to abandon the session? Because that again makes me think like it's a kind of like an online one. They're all going to be like this, aren't they? Maybe is Spa. How is Spa going to be? So is it just 12 people online as well? Because that lobby we had was 10 people. Like, I would love if it's like 30, 40 people. If it's 12 people, surely it can't be 12. Surely it can't be. Okay. I must have not selected it or something. That wheel rotation's still not correct. If you have a look, it's not. Something's up with my wheel rotation still. Ugh. I think I might have a bit of damage as well. Whoa. Right, onto the Nordschleife. Oh, they've all gone off. We've all gone off. Oh. That's why I lower the force feedback in the thing. My brother. Our cars are not looking too good here. What's bro doing just spinning here? Oh, come on. Don't crash into me, please. Right. I have to head off. We'll do some more streaming later. I'd love to do just a run of like daily races, just going from like race to race to race. Create my profile as well, so it like starts to create my profile and everything. Can I open MFD or tab? Okay. So I can cycle through that. But yeah, let me know what you think of this. Let me know in the comments. Any questions you've got, let me know for the live stream later. We'll do another live stream. We'll do double live stream today. And I think I'll do it on PS5. I'll install it on PS5. If I can do that now. And I'll see if the graphics are similar or not. Yeah, but I kind of want to get into these races. Oh, I love that GT3 Monza. But then that 68 is, to me, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a 68 car race, which I would just love. But it's not, is it? It's going to be 10, right? Is it 10 people? So these are the official contests, I think they called it. Custom contests. Maybe you can't create them yet or something. I don't know. Thanks, Black. Yeah, back later. Tom said it's a joke. No more questions. Why does it look like a cartoon? It does look kind of cell shaded in the cockpit. Yeah, it had single player, but the AI, I don't think it's really going to be a single player game. But yeah, let me know. Better get PMR. That's going to be the big comparison. This versus Project Motor Racing. But for me, I'm just thinking, is it going to be something that's going to be reliable? I can go on after work, have some daily races, maybe stream them, have some good quality racing, not have to sweat too much for qualifying. I'm not sure how many people can race online, but the biggest race we had so far had 10 people in it. 10 people in that race. Oh, nice one, Sims. Looking forward to it. Right, everyone, I'm going to head off now because I've got a call at 3. But I'll try and I will stream later. I just don't know what time it's going to be. If it'll be in the evening or earlier, I'm not sure. So keep an eye out. Thanks so much for joining. Just a first look at trying out Rennsport as Judy Davis, and I'll see you